Some of you may or may not know that there's an area south of the airport called Summit. It's also called Dogpatch, and it's known for illegal activity and severe animal cruelty and abuse.
Disturbing and heartbreaking discovery in an area known for illegal dumping. 2 malnourished horses abandoned in the desert and left for dead.
Equine Voices receives numerous calls from concerned citizens that live and are around the Dogpatch area. One of the severe cases that we rescued was a horse named Angelique, who was found in the middle of the road in Dogpatch at 1 o'clock in the morning. It appeared that she had been dragged. Angelique was in such poor condition, we couldn't treat her locally, so we took her up to Arizona Equine Surgical Center in Gilbert to treat her for her extensive wounds.
Angelique's been here approximately 3 weeks. She was very thin when she got here. Behaviorally, she was very skittish and afraid, tentative about everything, hard to be around really without sedating her to do very much. She had a severe, very large wound over her stifle joint area. There was quite a bit of necrotic tissue that was damaged and needed to be removed. She had a big pressure sore or a big injury over the point of her hip up by her tubercocci, and we also addressed that. So we put her under general anesthesia, laid her down, and removed all the necrotic and dying tissue at the time. So some of it was dead skin, some of it was dead muscle, dead tendons type tissue that we removed. And then since then, we've just been continuing to clean the wound daily, remove additional dead tissue as we were able. Now she's really off all medication. She's comfortable walking. The wound had a lot of deep pockets and crevices in it when it first came, and now it's a solid bed of tissue that's very healthy. So we're pleased with the progress. Over her time here, she's calmed down considerably, getting used to being with people, and I think enjoys being here.
After 5.5 weeks of being up in Gilbert at the Equine Hospital, Angelique is home. Her leg is healing quite nicely, and we're seeing a big difference in her attitude. I think when she's all healed, she's going to be a handful. She has a lot of energy, and her eyes are so sparkly that it just warms my heart that she's come such a long way. 2 days after we rescued Angelique, we received another phone call about a horse that was in deplorable condition and could barely stand up. Again, this horse that we named Summer Rain came from Dogpatch. After we brought Summer Rain to the sanctuary at 1 o'clock in the morning and the vet came, we determined that she could not be saved. She was in such bad shape from abuse and neglect. We had to make the decision to euthanize her. A few days ago, we received another phone call from a resident in the area of Dogpatch that they found a horse that was emaciated and could barely walk. They put a rope around his neck and got him to their property, and they called law enforcement. They made so many phone calls and finally got our number. We went and picked him up. He was skin and bones. I was willing to do anything to save his life. The vet met my ranch hands at the Circle K parking lot. She realized that there was nothing we could do to save this 2.5-year-old baby, a little stud colt that didn't have a chance. So he was euthanized in the trailer because he could not get up, and he actually died in the vet's arms. So we brought him back to the sanctuary, and now he's buried here at the ranch, and he will never suffer again. Some of the horses we are able to save, like Angelique, and she's doing great. Some of the horses, like Summer Rain and Little Man, we are not able to save. It's tragic and it's unnecessary. Dogpatch is one of the worst areas in Tucson where these sentient beings and these animals are being discarded and abused and neglected just like trash. In 2020, Equine Voices organized a peaceful protest with about 40 people at Dogpatch to address this very issue, and nothing has happened. We even met with law enforcement, and nothing has changed. We need your help. Tucson in the past had the Animal Cruelty Task Force to address situations like this, and it has been disbanded. We need more law enforcement to get involved and be proactive instead of reactive. One of the things that you can do to help the animals is put pressure on law enforcement by calling the sheriff's department and voicing your opinion about the atrocities that are happening. You can also call the county attorney, who is taking felony charges down to misdemeanors. People are walking away with just a slap on their hand. Livestock needs to get more involved and do the right thing for these animals. These are just a few things that you can do to help. Put the pressure on by making the phone calls, take 1 minute out of your day and voice your opinion and help the voiceless.